guys? This is the pregame show with your boy Big Mike. BC's in the house, man. How you doing, man? Are you staying warm in Indiana?
Man, you know how it is, man. Hey, doing my thing, yeah. Trying to stay warm, getting ready for this game.
Man, dude, it's is it insane for me to have butterflies, or is that natural?
Hey, that's natural. Like my coach used to tell me, it's nothing wrong with being nervous. Just don't be scared.
You know that's right. Well, ooh, is it so? Is it a fine line between nervous and being scared?
Yeah, hey, yeah,
Yeah,
it's a nervous is a natural thing.
yeah.
Scared, if you
So
scared, you ain't gonna be able to play. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You going that's
you
a
go
different
just
ball
cringe
game.
up. Yeah, it's a
Yeah, that's
different
a
ball
different
game
ball
right
game.
there. Absolutely, it
There's
is,
nothing
bro.
wrong with being
So
nervous.
nothing wrong being nervous. So
Nah.
here's so as we all know, this is the SEC challenge and everything like that. So of course I'm Kentucky. You know what I was really thinking about this ball game, BC, is that
What's up?
when you look at everything that happened this year, like last year we played Miami, and what did Miami do the year before? They went to the Final Four.
Hmm.
Last year, Clemson made, if I'm correct, Clemson outside of North Carolina State made the longest run last year, if I'm right. They made it longer than Duke and North Carolina. You can correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody else out there knows. It seems like that Kentucky is getting the prior year's best. Of course, we didn't get North Carolina State because those guys, they made it, I think, all the way to the championship game. I'm not even sure who even got those guys. But it just seems like that Kentucky continues to get the best team, one of the best teams prior year. But hey, I'm ready for this game. Clemson, first real road game. It's going to be hostile. What do we need to do to win this ball game?
Man, the way I look at it, Kentucky should go in this game saying, "Hey, Clemson, if you're gonna beat us, you're gonna have to put up 90 points." Because right now, Clemson they average 79 points a game. Kentucky average right at 97 points a game. So
We're the number one
Clemson,
team in the nation scoring.
I told you in the chat last night. I said Clemson reminds me of Louisville, but they're not as
Yeah,
good as Louisville. Their lead scorer point guard. He averaged like about 14 points a game. Then they got their forward, which he averaged about 12 points a game, and he averaged pretty much a double double. He gets like 12 points, 12 rebounds. So
yeah.
they don't really score that much, but they going to play good defense. They going to rebound. But we should be with that mindset. You gonna beat us? You got to score 90. You got to put up 90 points. You got to have some Michael Jordans on the team tonight. If you don't, hang it up.
It's going to be. Hey, is this, hey, Lori, thank you for the comment tonight. Absolutely. Let's get this big win tonight. Um, do we need to have a big scoring night from Jackson Robinson to win this ball game tonight?
From Jackson, nah, no. It's all we need to do is stay in the system, and
Okay.
Mark knows that. My thing is always the big man. I want to see the big man combine 20 points, 15 rebounds. That is the key to our season. Is our big man because we're going to be playing teams like Clemson. I mean, like Auburn. If we meet Kansas down the road or whatever, if Florida, Tennessee, those guys that are scrappy inside, that's my only concern. It's not any. They've been playing. They've been at 16 points combined and about 12 rebounds. So that's all. Is our big man play big and do what they supposed to do? I feel that Mark's going to go to uh, Carr tonight a little bit more and get their guys in foul trouble, especially the forward. That's the best
Yeah.
rebounder. I think he's going to go there. Then some get downhill, get some points in the pace. Nothing wrong with 2 points. We see we can score
Yeah.
100 points and shoot bad. So I think it
Yeah.
will open up our 3-point shooting and get some shots to fall. And the more shots fall, the rim gets bigger. So I think we'll be all right going on the road. It's a hostile environment. But, we got a lot of experience out there. It's nothing they haven't seen. So I think we'll be all right tonight.
Well, one good thing about it though is, one thing that I was telling somebody today. I wasn't not sure if it was Aaron Davenport or if it was nobody, but I was telling somebody or something like that. I was telling somebody today that I really like this. I really like Coach Pope and what they're doing because these guys are really being transparent with the injuries. So they said that Garrison wasn't going to play the last game because he had a little thing going on, but it was just he wanted to heal a little bit. And
Yeah, it
in
wasn't
years
wasn't no
past,
need.
yeah. So it wasn't need for him to play, but he's back tonight. So that's positive. We're not getting fed a bunch of raw or bad material, and we get our hopes up, and then find out the game time. Oh well, it's a little worse than we thought it was. So having Garrison back in the lineup tonight is a huge plus for us. And as you said about Jackson Robinson, as long as we stay within our game plan, I don't see why that we can't come out. Even though it's gonna be a tough match and it's gonna be a dogfight and it's gonna be a real road test. I don't see why the Wildcats can't come out and get this victory for sure.
No, it's like I was saying, Mike. The mindset, our defense is good. Our defense has been good.
Okay.
The mindset is y'all got to put up 90 points to beat us.
Okay.
You got to put up 90 points to beat us.
Well,
that should be the mindset.
Well,
we're gonna go out. Kentucky's gonna go out play within the system, and it's our Clemson. Are you gonna score enough points to beat us? When you look at, like I said, Kentucky averaged 97 points a game. Clemson's right at 80. Are you gonna put up enough points to beat us?
That's gonna be the test. We're gonna try to see. We're averaging, I think, just over 6 blocks a ball game. Will we be able to protect the rim tonight? That's another key plus two to see if we're able to do that as well.
Yeah, should be able to. That's I like to see those guys get at least 5 or 6 blocks combined between Garrison and Williams.
But see, that's the thing about us blocking the shots is even our guards getting Brea, he'll block a shot. Ortega, Butler, those guys will block shots because they don't mind getting into the bodies of these guys and letting them know that you're not just going to come in here all easy and just score baskets. You're going to have to earn every single score that you get on us. That's for sure.
And when those guys get blocks, it's a plus.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and that lets you know that all 5 guys are locked in to what Coach Pope says defense is so vital. We're going to put points on the board. We got to be able to get those stops. And I feel like as the year goes along, our guys are finding more and more rhythm playing together and just kind of knowing how to help on the offside defense to be able to come in and just be able to help with that. So that says a lot for sure.
And I don't want to be the dead horse, but like you were saying, when we get, especially we got Gonzaga coming up, and we get in the SEC play, our big men, they are going to be challenged because we're going to be playing a lot of teams where the big men are going to get the ball and they're going to try to score, and they're going to try to get us in foul trouble, and we're going to be playing a lot of players that's guards that's going to try to get to the bucket every chance they get. So this right here will be a good test. But I'm not really concerned about the guard play and the defense like that. We haven't really played against challenging big men yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think you could tell the difference in Williams, especially Williams. You can tell he was starting the year off. He was just trying to see. He's already really solid with defense as it is. You don't win defense player of the year 3 years in a row and not be good. But I think being at this level on this stage, you can see each and every game he's starting to be a lot more vocal as a player as far as his body language, and you can tell he's embracing the tough role of being the fifth, to being a 5 guy here at Kentucky, and he has no issues with that, and he knows his assignment. And as the year goes, he's continued to get better and better. So I can't imagine tonight, just because we're playing on a road in a hostile environment, I can't imagine him not wanting to show up tonight and continue to show everybody that I'm that guy who Kentucky brought me here to be.
I sure hope so. The way he's way he's playing in his character is exactly spot on to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I feel come March, he will be 10 times better.
And that's the scary part about Kentucky. We're just gonna keep and look. I'm not gonna sit here and advocate and say that I believe that Kentucky's gonna lose tonight. Worst case scenario, of course, is a loss. But if we somehow let Clemson beat us tonight, hey guys, we can't panic and we can't start jumping off the rails if we go on the road in a hostile environment and lose. Let's stay calm with us. But like I said, I'm confident that we're going to go to Clemson. We're going to take the crowd out of it. We're going to play top-notch defense, and we're going to find ways to put the ball in the rim. And as you said before, can Clemson score with us enough points to be able to beat us?
Well, Kentucky, Clemson's going. They play about 9 to 10 guys, but Kentucky's a better team.
Oh, absolutely.
So losing is always a disappointment. You're going to lose,
Yeah.
but the best thing about losing is you learn from it. So I think tonight we will go out, handle business. These guys are ready. They're ready for the challenge, and they came to Kentucky for moments like this. So, like I said, I feel Clemson is they're pretty solid defensively, but it's nothing we haven't seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we just play within the system, play our game, and do what we've been doing. We'll come out victory.
Absolutely.
It's not complicated. It's not
Not at all.
complicated.
We just got
You go out and do what
yeah.
you're supposed to do, and if shots are falling tonight, Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Proud to be American. Hey, let me read off a couple of scores right fast before we go any further. So right now we got Notre Dame playing Georgia. Georgia's up 57 to 47. Cal's playing Missouri. They winning. Actually, Missouri came back. Missouri's winning 73 to 70 over Cal. South Carolina's taking care of business against Boston College at 58 to 40. Arkansas is losing to Miami with 5 minutes left in the ballgame, 68 to 63. Tennessee's taking care of business against Syracuse at 55 to 39. And next up is Wake and Texas A&M and Mississippi State, Ole Miss and Louisville, FSU and LSU, Georgia Tech, Oklahoma, and your Kentucky Wildcats. So that's the update so far. I know everybody's look. Let me ask you a question about this SEC, and you guys can answer too. Are you rooting for every team in the SEC to win tonight or win this challenge, or does it matter to you?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All that matters is what Kentucky does. It's just like when you play sports. You're not really mattering about what nobody else. All you matter is who you match up that night and who you facing. You ain't worried about all that other stuff. I wouldn't be. As a fan, the only team that I'm kind of watching is Arkansas.
Yeah.
But other than that,
they losing.
Yeah. Other than that, it's no matter.
Arkansas has cut it to 2, 68, 66, 4 minutes and 51 seconds ago. So we'll keep you guys updated with that. I'm pretty sure probably a lot of you guys are watching it too as well. But, I agree. We just, I want Kentucky to come in here. I want them to get this. And, someone saw, I can't remember who said it, but someone said they was watching a little bit of the shoot around earlier. And these guys look locked in and ready to go. It's going to be a late game. And Kentucky fans, they ain't going to sleep. They want to see this ball game.
Right.
They gonna be up snacking and everything else. You know what I mean? And so, hey,
get your popcorn ready.
Get your popcorn, bro.
Hey, if you're on the way to the game, make sure your wife puts you a bag of popcorn in a purse because them Clemson fans, they gonna be charging Kentucky fans more money for popcorn.
Cover up. That's probably the best thing to say. Put your hat in your coat. Make sure they don't see it. So just like look. So, let's dream a little bit because it's not unfetched to actually say this. But what if we beat these guys by 25 points tonight? What does that say? First of all, how do you feel about being number 4 in the nation?
Well, it's good being number four. That's a good thing, but that's not. If you ask Mark Pope, and he really told you the truth, that's not a concern. The concern is about winning games, getting better. When it comes March, we are locked in and we play our best basketball.
Well, our guys, our guys got on the plane for a business trip, and that's how we treat it. So, uh,
Oh,
I don't expect.
they gonna be ready, Mike. This team is always gonna be ready. They know every road trip. Mark Pope has. Check this out. Let this sink in. Mark Pope is, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the first UK coach that was a player. He knows what's going on. He knows how it is when you go on the road. He knows every road trip is going to be a hostile environment. So these guys are ready. They ready to play.
Yeah, dude. I look. I have to agree with Curtis. Curtis, thanks for that comment. I like rooting for SEC teams higher ranked they are, giving us better resume. For me, I think it's just all about the. I don't really. I mean, I don't like lose any sleep if we don't like if an SEC team doesn't win. I just think I like bragging because I'm such a diehard SEC fan. So I kind of like us to win those challenges. So you know, everyone knows in football that the SEC is the best. The next baby or the next one in step is probably Big Ten, um, of course.
Well,
But I just like having those
in
breaks.
basketball, SEC's the best.
They well, they want to say the Big 12 is, but I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think the SEC, especially
SEC's
this
the best
year,
in basketball this
we
year.
we balling, bro. Oh yeah. So I mean, I think we're gonna have the most teams in March, if unless some teams like Ole Miss and those guys fall apart like they do at the end of the year. We might get 10 teams in this year, 10, 11 teams. Yep, Smo. I talk smack all year long. Both players have to do homework on the other team. Yeah, we didn't hear that very often. Both players have to do homework on the other team. That's as you should. I mean, why do you think Peyton Manning was so successful? He spent so much time studying his opponent. Like I want to know that you're gonna sneeze before you sneeze. You know what I mean? That's how
Yeah.
in depth you should be. Absolutely. Let's see. Someone says I talk smack all year long. That sounds like something you would do, Brian. talk
Who's
smack,
that? Craig.
talk smack all.
Craig Blanton.
Yeah, yeah. He said I talk smack all year long. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with a little smack talk. Absolutely. Uh, let's see. Nobody says. Wonder what spread would be at Gonzaga if both teams win. Maybe underdogs are ranked above them if we don't blow out Clemson. I tell you, I don't look past the present game that we in. But nobody, you must be pretty confident that we're gonna go ahead and get this win over Clemson tonight. And I agree with you for real. Let's do that. Craig says, let's enjoy the ride to the SEC tournament. NCAAs enjoy every game. This is fun, BC. This is really fun because we feel like that we can go into every game and we're not going to have a mental breakdown with 5 minutes into the ball game. And I feel like even when the ball is tipped, we're in the game because of the personnel and because of the coaching and the scheme that is in place to win the ball game.
My question is, what's a bad game for Kentucky? I'm not talking about just
Ooh,
losing. I'm talking about they go out, lay an egg. What's a bad game for Kentucky? What does that look like? Is it
ooh,
bad shooting, not shooting too good? Well, we done seen that. Is it
yeah, we done
poor
seen it.
defense, or is it our big man didn't come to play, or what's the bad game for Kentucky? They 10, 11 deep. What will a bad game look like for Kentucky?
Ooh, man, that's a good question, bro. I mean,
Because we seen early in the season that against Duke, it was like maybe a B plus game in the second half. They played all right, but they didn't play their best basketball. What is a bad game for Kentucky? What would that look
I
like?
will say this. I will say this. They played a lot better in the second half than they did the first half with that Duke game, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So
So
what would a bad game look like?
I don't know, bro. Hey, I don't want to find out tonight.
Yeah, that's just that right
you
there.
know?
That question was just a question of saying, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
what's a bad game? But if they
Yeah.
play a bad game, will they still pull it out? Great teams play bad and still get a win. It might be ugly, but they still get a win.
Hey, and this is what this is all about. Get a win and advance. You know what I mean? This is basically exactly what it is. Let's get a win. It might not be ugly every night. It's gonna be some games where you don't shoot good, you don't play defense well. But if you can find a way to tip it in at the buzzer, we win the ball game and we move on. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
think that's what it's all about. A bad game would be a road and the other team shooting 50 free throws. Ooh, that means we got all. That means we got all five guys. If they shooting 50 free throws, that means we probably
they
got all
fouled
10
out.
guys. Yeah,
Everybody
all 10
fouled
guys
out.
done filled out. All you guys that want to see Perry and Noah in the ball game, there you go. Hope for us to foul out because that's exactly what's getting ready to happen. That's for sure. Let's see. I guess it does have to go in. I guess it does have to go in tandem with shots not falling as well. BC, I don't want to have a bad night, bro. But it's coming though, and it's going to happen. I mean, we just beat Georgia State, and we didn't shoot the ball good at all. But we found a way to put up. What was that? We still found a way to put up all those points on the night that we wasn't falling. Now, of course, Clemson's going to be better than those guys. But you know, if you go back and look at Clemson and what they have done, Arkansas has taken the lead 74-71 with 1 minute and 42 seconds to go. Missouri's up. Georgia's still up. South Carolina's up. Tennessee's up. And so maybe Arkansas is going to find a way to win this ball game. That's for sure. But we're going to find out Arkansas is up 3 with 142 left. Bad game would be 3 from 25 threes. Ooh. I mean, the last two.
See here, three from 25. They won't go 3 from 25 because Mark Pope would slow the game down and he would go inside. He would be like, "Put your head down, get to the bucket, get to the free throw line."
And it's something about seeing that ball go through the hoop that that builds confidence too as well. If the ball's not falling, that's for sure.
Well,
So we'll have to see.
well, with way more like staying in that system, if Kentucky's getting wide open shots from the 3 point, it's about 70% chance it go in.
Yeah.
And Mark knows that. And I feel tonight, cause last game, no, it was the game before, with Western Kentucky. It was a lot of contested shots that we was taking from 3 point range and we was missing.
Yeah.
A lot of contested shots. And then what did they do? Start going inside. So I think tonight that they're going to put their heads down, get to the bucket, get some interior buckets. Then that will open up the 3 pointer. Because you want to see our guys shooting wide open threes tonight. That's what we want to see. We want to see them taking wide open threes.
The thing I like about this is it's hard to double team us. Everybody's got to be covered, and even the big guys down low, they still you still got to account for them. You can't just be like, well, today they're the big guys or whatever. So you can't double team anybody. And we always got enough shooters on the floor where you have to respect that, and you definitely have to make sure that you cover everybody.
Well, if Carr, Garrison, and Williams is cooking, they're gonna have to double team. That's why I'm saying the big men is very important. If Carr, Williams, and Garrison, if they dominate inside, I don't care who we playing. You're gonna have to bring somebody.
I'm looking at Clemson's schedule right now. They play Charleston, San Francisco, Eastern Kentucky, who they only beat 75-62. They lost to Boise State. They beat Bradford. They beat they beat San Francisco, and they beat Penn State. They beat Florida A&M, and now they got a real test within the Wildcats.
Does
So
it
these guys,
show what's the highest scoring game? Does it show?
The highest scoring game for them is they beat Charleston Southern 91-64. So they've been averaging around in the 70s. They got one game.
Yeah, they average like 79.
Yeah. So they got that right there. Let's see stats.
Well, they got. Hey, Mike.
This right.
Hey, Mike. They got put up 90. They got put up 90 tonight, man. They got put up 90 plus. At home, they got put up 90 plus.
We're gonna take that crowd.
I feel,
of it, bro. I feel we're gonna take that crowd out of it. Yeah. Kentucky wins, you lose. Clemson is not good against the Zoom action. We'll be doing tonight. Let's do it, man. They play tempo. We can't. Hopefully, those guys won't be able to dictate the pace. If they can't dictate the pace and we can control that, because I heard that they like to slow the game down a little bit. So if we can put the game where we want it to be at,
slow it down. We slow it down too.
Yeah. So we definitely got to do that. See, Spencer, what's going on tonight, man? Appreciate you. What up, Big Mike and Carter, BBN family? Who's in the house? UK's in the house tonight, baby, for real. Let's see. Arkansas is up with 7 seconds to go. That game's probably over. My phone's a little slow. Tennessee's taking care of business by 20. Georgia's going to win. It looks like Missouri came back and probably going to win the ball game too. South Carolina. Okay. Right now, it looks like SEC. We dominating, dude. We are dominating this. I'm just challenged this year. Butler and OY gets to the rim at will. I like this right here too. These two guys especially who we brought Butler in for defensive purposes in a sense, and to be the floor general, and Ortega, which nobody really saw this probably coming. These two guys are so vital to what we need to do this year to be successful, and it's turning out. And even with Carr's the same way. These three guys who maybe was not getting that much attention, these guys are turning out to be three guys that are really propelling our team to be as special as they are.
Well, the reason why I don't mention those guys too much, Mike, because I know what they're capable of. I know what I have seen them play against good guards, and when guards are getting up in them, quick guard, I see what they can do. The only thing I haven't seen yet with Kentucky is when we're playing against big men, dominant big men like Auburn, Florida, and we playing against Gonzaga. That's the only thing I want to see.
Well, let's. I think we're ready to pass this test tonight. What time is it back in the States? Is it just after 9 o'clock, huh? Yeah, just after 9 o'clock East Coast time. Obviously, I want to win, but I want to be
popcorn ready.
As possible. Popcorn ready. Kevin says, Coach Pope is a strategic coach. He is a problem solver, and his coaching ability will win this game. This will be a test, but this team will just have some magic fall on them. Go Cats. I think.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, I do too, and I think C. Spencer has a point. Obviously, I want to win, but I want to be tested as much as possible to be prepared for March. I think tonight's game will be a good one. I think it will too. 9:03 p.m. Eastern. I got to call in too. I forgot to call in sick. I got to call in. Yeah. I told them yesterday. I said, dude, I'm not gonna be at work today. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. They said they got a game tomorrow. Yeah, they said we understand. I'm like, well, I need you guys to get along so we can. I need you guys to play along so we can get along. For real. If they back off Carr, he would take advantage of it. I think you mentioned Carr earlier. I look for Carr to have a big night tonight. I think they're going to be trying to focus so much on stopping us from hitting so many threes. They may actually sleep on him a little bit because you got Carr and then you got Williams in there at the same time, or even when Garrison comes in there as well. These guys are all capable of contributing at any given time. So once again, you got to account for these guys, and you can't just leave them wide open. That's for sure.
I feel they're gonna go at the guard, which is the leading scorer on the team, and the forward, who's the rebounding guy, the double guy. I believe if he's guarding Carr, look for Carr to post him up.
Oh, absolutely, I agree too. Hey, this is for Craig Blanton. Yeah, that's exactly what you hear. Well, actually, it's already been the call. So this is, I think they're actually doing the prayer right now. So yeah, I didn't know that you can actually hear that through my headphones. But I guess if you've been over here and if you listen to it a lot, then I guess you can pick it up. So Arkansas pulls off the win. They win 76-73. The only time I'll say this, I guess, but SEC, I guess. Other than that, yeah, I'm out hearing. Get your drinks ready if y'all drinking cheers. So let's do that. Let's see if you back up. Is that the car he would take Arkansas? If we score 100 points, if we score 100 in our first road game, print the brackets out with UK in the Final Four. If we put up 100, first of all, if we get 99, if we get 98 and Coach Pope says pull it back, I'm turning off my computer, dog.
Hey, we might not reach 90. We might be in like maybe mid 80s or they're like I forgot who said it. They're gonna try to slow the ball down, slow the pace. And they're going to try to do that. So they don't want to come out and make it a running match for sure.
Look like I'm not the only one who called in tonight. I already called in tonight. You can't miss this game. How you going to miss this game? Come on, man. It should be a national holiday when Kentucky's playing basketball. Let's just all call in. Yeah, shut down everything, and we're going. So, BC, last thing, man. We only are favored by 1.5 points. How do you feel about that spread, dude?
Yeah, that should make every person on Kentucky tonight mad.
So you saying that's disrespectful?
Disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
We need to go ahead and win by 15 tonight.
That's like when you're 10 years old and you cussing in front of your parents and old folk. That's very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. I tend to agree with that. With 80ish. Look. If you can give me 90, I'll be okay. Tonight's game, 100. Tonight's game, 90 is like 100 to me. So if we got 88 points and we back it out and we don't want to get a 90, Coach Pope, we gonna have a sidebar talk, okay?
Well, I feel those games are over unless Kentucky just go off. But those games are over because now when we playing teams like Clemson and the teams we getting ready to start playing and going into SEC play, teams are going to slow it down a little more. It's going to be all about strategy.
People should have got the bets in. That's free money. I guess so. Is it too late? I don't know much about gambling, but maybe you got a good point there.
Brent said 92-68.
Ooh. Hey, I want some of his popcorn.
Hey.
Whatever popcorn you got, I want some of that.
If they get hot like we know they can.
Yeah. Someone said I call in, but I'm retired. Craig, I gotta put it up, dog. Hey, you said it. I'd call in, but I'm retired. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's those are goals. Hashtag goals. That's what we want right there. Appreciate that. So we're favored by 1. So at the end of the night, man, we want Kentucky to come out and get this win. It will be a post-game show, of course, right after this ball game. Tennessee is barely winning. Someone said Tennessee is barely winning, 73-52. That's what Kerr will get us going if we come out flat. He's smart. I think so. Yeah, I think this is a very true statement right here. If for some odd reason we're not, if for some reason we're not in it, or we're just kind of going through the motions a little bit, you can believe that when he comes off the bench, actually with him, because I think him and Brea comes off the bench at the same time, who we haven't mentioned one time tonight. We're 36 minutes into it, and we ain't even mentioned Brea yet.
He don't have to. He gonna show. He gonna show up.
Yeah. Yeah, he will. Parking lots are empty. Ain't no. Hey, maybe they did the B-rolls before the game started, before anybody got there, so they can come and show that afterwards. That's for sure. Bring back Bohem Amarai. Let's see. If we get hot though, it's on. Look for the Georgia State game. The last 40 points was in the last 11 minutes. Talk about turning up the pressure. We said, hey, you know what? Maybe we need to get into a little shoving match tonight in like the first 30 seconds. And then after that, look, I don't condone violence here at the Loyal BBN Fan Show. But if we have to have a little shoving match within the first 30 seconds, I'm all right with that.
Little chirping going on.
Just a little bit. Just a little chirp. Just a little bit. I'm there for, you know what I'm saying? Let them know that Kentucky's in the house, and hey, Brea and Chrissa and Garrison and Ansley and those guys, don't leave the bench though, okay? Stay on the bench. yeah, don't leave the bench. We got this on the floor. We can take care of business. So, hey guys, hey David, thanks for joining in tonight. I appreciate it. I'm late, but here go catch. So, hey guys, thank you guys for tuning in to the pregame show here for the UK and Clemson game. Guys, here we go. We've been waiting for this. Our first real road test. And we're gonna see how we come out tonight. BC, thank you for joining me tonight, man, as well. You're gonna be with me for the postgame show, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So, hey, get your popcorn ready. This is what I prefer. You know what? So, this is like my favorite pastime here in Kuwait. So, I take this. My wife sent me some nacho cheddar popcorn salt and some white cheddar popcorn salt. So, I mix it with this, bro. My goodness, I can't get enough of it.
Yes, sir.
That's my guilty thing. So, we don't look. Kentucky wins if they don't look to Saturday. I agree with this statement right here, bro. And you know what, David, I don't think we have the group of guys who will do that. I think we have a team who is not looking forward to Saturday. These guys are focused on the task at hand tonight. And I think that's the maturity of our team, is understanding you don't look to see the big matchup, what everybody wants to see, the Kentucky and Gonzaga. We got to take care of Clemson, because if you think Clemson is going to come in here and just lay down and just let us beat them, it's another thing coming. So I'm definitely looking forward to this ball game for sure.
Well, I believe Mark Pope. I believe the way these guys are and the way he's coaching, that they don't puff up anybody. Even Duke, they're not puffing it up like I think everybody on the outside is. I think they look at Gonzaga and say, "What? That's another team on the schedule."
Yeah, I think so too. And I think that's just a something we would like to see in football. These guys are following the demeanor of their head coach, and these guys are preparing accordingly based off how they see their coach doing. I think I'm falling out. I'm not sure. Can you still hear me, BC?
Yeah.
Okay, it sounded like everything was going up. I want to show one more comment, and I want to see if anybody actually feels this way. And I mentioned and I actually talked to you about it. This is my last comment right here. How you feel about this? I'm kind of worried about this game. If they win this game, I feel more confident in the Zags game. Is he the only is Devontae? Is he the only person that maybe feels like this, or do you think there's a lot of people who probably feel this way?
Mike, I'm not sure. I can only speak for myself. I'm not concerned
Okay,
about this game or the Gonzaga game. I,
okay.
I'm not really concerned. They come out playing the system, and like I said, what a bad game look like. And I'm not concerned at all. The only thing I'm just always the sorry to beat a dead horse is our big man play. That's going to be big going down the stretch. But I'm not concerned. Win or lose, I'm not concerned.
Well, we're gonna get this win tonight, man. Kevin says, "Let the game begin." Thanks, Craig, for joining in. Great pregame show, fellas. Appreciate it. Look, man, we're just having this. We're just fans here, just like you guys, and we're just having fun with it. That's exactly what we're doing, and we just try to bring a little energy to it or whatever. Yes, game by game is how I feel, one at a time, and these guys are mature. So we're gonna be okay. Feeling the win, baby. That's it. So hey guys, so thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. The game will be starting in about 15 games if everything goes correctly. I don't see why it should get held up. It's not football or anything like that. So it should be starting here in about 15 minutes. I'll see you guys right after the ball game, and let's go blue and let's get this win. Go Cats. I'm out. Get your popcorn because it's happening. I'm worried.
Yes, sir.
Someone says I'm worried. Take it one game at a time. Absolutely. So see you guys